Welcome. Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Your trading coach. After a break, new live session. Thanks for joining the live session, my dear traders and community members. Thank you for joining this live session. Another big live session coming up. First day of trading week. I believe that everyone is ready for another big week after the NFP. We had missed the NFP trading, and waiting for the price to give us some opportunity. This is a very important week, guys and girls. As you can see, we see that after the NFP, there has been significant movement in the market. Quite a few instruments currently showing trading opportunity on gold as well as on Gbpusd, British Pound US Dollar, as well as Dollar Yen. I would like to look at one by one all of them when everyone is ready in the live session. Let me know, traders, when you are ready so that I can begin the full analysis in this live session. Thank you for your presence in this live session. Any question, don't hesitate to ask, and let me know if you guys can hear me. And yeah, I'll look at you. We'll be discussing in depth, understanding how the market is working. Thank you for joining this live session. Bautu William, good morning. Mariska, good morning. Emily, good morning. Can you check gold? Yeah, we'll be looking at good morning. I'm ready. Thank you very much. Bautu William, yes, clearly awesome. Let me know, guys, when you are here. Say yes, so then I can begin a full analysis based on the multi-time frame approach. And yeah, let's look at one by one to see how the market is doing. Let's begin with, first of all, I will be looking at gold to see how the price is doing, and then we'll be looking at Gbpusd, also other pairs as well. So looking at gold, starting with the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. Now looking at the monthly chart on gold, what we can see, the previous months there is a doji. Now why am I looking at the monthly? Because monthly, weekly, higher time frame. Removing all the noise from the lower time frame will help us to see clear picture. Now before we look at further, I see the like is almost 1/5 of the view. So if you guys and girls give a thumbs up, will be helpful. Thanks for your support to the channel. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very much. I see. Yes, welcome. Good morning. Morning. Yes, welcome. Thank you for your support to the channel. I see the like is pushing high. I would appreciate if you, yeah, it's going up. Thank you. So just smash it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thanks. Okay, now let's see what's happening with the gold. And this is the first day of trading week, as you can see with the market open. Starting from here, this is an impulse on gold, starting from here. And with this impulse, this is a pretty important impulse on gold. And with that impulse, previous months we saw that very narrow volatility on gold. This is another way to understand that this month might be a bit of highly volatile, because we saw that a slower month, past month, especially on June. I think that July might be a very important month for gold. We see that already the market start to pick up. And starting with this here, you can see this is a very important level of support on gold. And with that support, okay, so if you guys closely look at support, this is a doji here on gold on the monthly. And from this support, expecting gold to blow up, okay, or drop further. What's gonna happen? Let's see. Looking at the weekly chart, or you can see that from the weekly, this is the weekly bullish engulfer on gold, and with this weekly bullish engulfer, all right, so what you can see, it's a massive bullish engulfer from the weekly on gold, and with this strong bullish engulfer on gold, this week we have seen the market just open with a narrow gap here. Okay, so a very narrow gap opening on the weekly perspective, and with this gap opening, what we can expect on gold, the way the market open, you can see gap down. It's an important point to look at when you see the gap down. I think that we might see now a deeper pullback. It might be that from the weekly we might see long-term picture consolidation. So for me, the potential for filling that zone is higher. If we look at gold and looking at the daily chart, you can see this is the daily price action, and from the daily we see that there is a liquidity candle formation on the daily time frame. This is the daily liquidity candle. You guys look at it, you can see this is the daily liquidity candle, and with that daily liquidity candle, there is a narrow doji followed by break of this daily low, which is an important liquidity zone. And with that liquidity candle formation, you can see this is a very important liquidity zone. Below this doji, below this narrow doji, there is high area of value. There is a high liquidity below this doji, and with that high liquidity, what we can expect that for the price for gold to bounce, and then before it bounce, what I think that we might see that gold coming for a deeper pullback. Now let's see the imbalance in the market. It is important that, guys and girls, we look at the imbalance in the market, and this is a pretty significant level of daily chart. This is the resistance here, and we saw that there is a one green candle, which is the NFP candle, straight back to the upside. Now this is a fair value gap. We will be discussing on in depth about the fair value. There's a lot to learn from here, guys and girls, so make sure that you stick till the end of the live session. We'll be discussing in depth. So there's a fair value gap here, and I think that the market may drop to that zone to fill that fair value gap and then to bounce back to the upside. So looking at the intraday, the 4 hour, okay, so here is the question. Now the question is where gold is heading. For me, because it failed to create a higher high, first I would like to ask the same question, guys. Do you think that gold is going to go up to create a new higher high, or you think that gold is dropping down to 2350? Let me see. Let me start a poll. Okay. What's your opinion on gold? So what's your opinion on gold? So let me see. So do you think that gold will break this 2350 level, or gold is going to go up and breaking 2390? What's your view on gold? Let me see what you guys and girls are thinking. I posted a poll. Let us know your opinion. What do you think on gold? And then we'll see what traders and trading community are thinking. Binary, hello, welcome, good morning, Bertu, yes, welcome. I think it will drop to resistance level before pushing up 2390. Okay, so you think the 2390. So I got one, Elan is saying that 2390 after 2368. So Elan is saying that it's gonna go up 2390. Anyone different? Deeper pullback, it will go up. Okay, go down. Thank you. All right, guys, I see that the likes is still not there. It's still 1/5. Would you mind giving a thumbs up? Probably you haven't subscribed yet. Every day and every weekend I do post a lot of content that will definitely help you in your growth as a trader. So if you want to grow up as a trader, if you want to change your trading completely, this is the channel where you can find a unique education based on the smart money trading system. Check Gbpusd, you will go to that. All right, so let me see with the pool what traders are thinking with the gold. 16 vote and 38% below, 62% above. Still going on. Let's see. All right, so now this is the NFP candle. Previous session, there is another liquidity candle here. Okay, so I'm not giving my opinion because I don't want to, influence what you guys are thinking. Let me see first of all what everyone is thinking, and then also I'll be discussing mine. Thank you. All right, cool. Okay, now for me, okay, so vote goes up and it's almost 50-50, almost nearly 50-50, nearly to 50-50. Okay. It's pretty cold here, isn't it? Okay, what I think that, as I mentioned, I'm very humble that I might be wrong. Okay, nothing wrong to be wrong in trading, but trying to be right all the time is wrong in trading. So it's another important, guys and girls. Keep in mind that it's a big part of trading psychology. Also, it is important that why trading is hard, right? So why trading is hard? Because the school teaches us not to make mistakes. Always be right. But as a matter of fact, mistake is where will make you to grow. But embracing that and then learning from it. So that's why trading is so hard, because our brain is wired to look for perfection, but in fact, in reality, there's no perfection, right? It's a journey. So because of that, trading sometimes seems very hard, because as the brain is wired to constantly look for perfection, it becomes hard to make mistakes. But as a matter of fact, when we are a trader, we need to make more mistakes than anything else. That's how you grow, because the real trading is when you make mistakes, but at the same time, when you are right, you hold the trade for bigger profit target and take all the previous trade and including the profit that you need to pay the bills, right? So the real trading is like that. And that's why if you look at my strategies, you can see I advise to all my VIP community to keep a decent risk reward when we are opening position. And that's why you can see that the tool that I am using also doing the same thing. if you look at this trade here on gold on the 4-hour, guys and girls, this is one of my favorite tool that I use, the liquidity candle. And you can see that this is a pretty, there should have a bit of pad here, and this is a winning trade, though I didn't open that. But if you have the tool, definitely, so you can see that those trade, this one, all of them, with a higher risk reward, you always get an additional advantage in your trade. So this is very important that you always look for look for the higher reward and then doing the risk management, which is absolutely important in trading. So with that in mind, with that disclaimer, is that, I could be wrong. I think that gold might drop below this level because it failed to create a higher high, and there is a liquidity grab here, okay, and therefore it might straight drop back to this liquidity zone, and then we could see again trending towards the upside. This is my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Let's see what's happening with that on if you look at here on the 15-minute chart, we can see that there is a if you look at here, you can see there is a series of lower high. I had a losing trade today here, okay, that's fine. We will be covering from the next trade. I'm waiting for the next trade to happen. I thought that the market might be bouncing up, but it didn't. That's completely fine. So now we will be looking for the next opportunity as soon as we will find that. At the moment, what we can see that in this area, okay, so you can see series of lower high here. So series of lower high formation, and we can see that 15-minute chart. The reason I'm looking at the 15 minutes is there is a, you can see there is a series of lower high formation in that area, okay, and with that series of lower high formation, what you can see that the market is, this is a channel where this is a bearish channel, and that bearish channel, as a rule of thumb, should be breaking towards the downside. But what I would like to see here on gold is strong liquidity grab from the top. Though we see that there is another liquidity candle formation. You see this one is a liquidity candle formation, and you guys probably have heard a lot from me about the liquidity candle formation. The reason is, this is a smart money trading system, trading based on liquidity, based on market structure, based on the major directional bias. So with that in mind, what we can see that there is a liquidity candle formation here, and with this liquidity candle formation, what we can expect gold to break below. As you can see, this is a huge long wick candle. There's an imbalance here, and I think we might see ultimately break below. Could be or could not be, but the bias for me is a high probability that it's gonna break below. So with that in mind, what I will be waiting here on gold is for a strong liquidity candle formation, and then to drop down, and then to go for a short trade. But at the moment, you can see this is one liquidity candle. There's one here, back to back, two significant liquidity candle formation on the 15 minutes, and we can see still bearish. So it's at work, and I will be waiting for a potential entry as soon as you will find it. Let me know what's your view on that. And as you can see, it's breaking below, and could be that we might see significant rejection on this. So let's see that here on the 4-hour. So you can see the market is in that direction. So in the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up here and let me know which instrument you are looking at. I'm out on my buy. Okay, I'm down. Do you have the, what's that? Good morning, thank you. Do you have the liquidity candle plugin for Android device? Well, if you are using the trading view, then in Android, wherever you are using, you can see the liquidity candle. It's not about the phone, it's about the platform. So liquidity candle is accessible on TradingView platform and with even a free version of TradingView account. So if you have that free version of TradingView account, I can give you access to that. You just need to go to the website and log in, and just need to use the username. Now, if you want to get access to that, if you're in the community, if you're in the mentorship program, you can get access to that. But if you're not on the mentorship, then probably you need to if you're not on the mentorship, then you need to join the mentorship to get access to that. We have few spots left to take on the mentorship. The reason is I can't give you without coming in the academy, because there is a lesson behind it, and I don't want you to use the liquidity candle blindly. You need to go through the lesson, go through the strategy, and then you can get access to that liquidity candle. So if you haven't got it yet, I would recommend you to join today. We have few spots left on the mentorship. So if you visit www.forextradingwizard.com, this is the academy website. You can click find out more, and to get access to the liquidity candle, I would recommend you to join the lifetime access, where you can learn and grow as a trader with me. Not only that, you can get access to all my trading tools, you can get access to all my trades, real-time trades, as well as any mentorship, any personal assistance. Definitely, I'm always available for the members, so you can take the advantage today if you want to take your trading to the next level. Okay, now here is, look at gold, a liquidity candle with doji, okay, massive liquidity candle, a breakdown, and okay, so here is again going to the 15 minutes chart. Okay, so here is what we can see, massive liquidity candle formation. So looking at the 15 minutes again, the way the price action is formed, which is potentially bearish. And for our entry, I would like to zone out this level. At the moment, we might find a different area of value. So looking at the daily, 4 hour, which is pretty important. Okay, so you can see there is a long wick doji, expecting gold to bounce, retest, and then to drop down again. So first of all, we would like to see that the market has filled that wick and then to drop. Okay, so here is what we can see in this area. There is a liquidity candle, there is another one, there is another one. So quite a few important liquidity candle formation on gold, and expecting for the price to drop down. I would like to leave it there for clear price action confirmation. And before we go to that, let's jump on to GJ. Let's see what's happening with the GBP, JPY to see overall picture in the market. CAT CHF, normally we try to avoid exotic pairs, but it's a minor pair, but I'll see for you. I would like to receive info on setting up liquidity candle, but which I believe that you are on the Academy. So if you are on the Academy, you can text us according to the address given. You will be given all the information how you can get access to that. Okay, so now let's look at the Gbpjpy. All right, so let's see what kind of opportunity we have on GJ, looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. Now Gbpjpy, what we can see from here, this is a pretty strong impulse on GJ. Again, I'm looking at the monthly chart, guys, as why? Because monthly, weekly, higher time frame will give you clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now, monthly perspective, Gbpjpy, it's a strong bull market. So with this bull market on GJ, the market has made this move on Gbpjpy. And with that move, what we can expect on GJ for this price to bounce. This is a significant bounce on GJ. And with this bounce, what we can expect now from the monthly to come down for a deeper pullback. If we look at the weekly chart, we can see that there is a gap opening on the weekly. And with the gap opening, we can see there is an impulse followed by this correction. Another impulse followed by, we can expect the deeper correction on GJ. And with this deeper correction on Gbpjpy, we'll be waiting for the price to remain bullish. Now, if you guys look at it, you can see that there is a very narrow, smaller gap opening on GJ. Now that gap is quite significant because according to that gap, we can expect GJ to move up and then to create a new higher high. Looking at daily, there's a daily bullish engulfer with long wick on both sides. Okay. And with that long wick on GJ, we'll be waiting for this price to bounce back up and then to create a new higher high. So looking at the intraday perspective on the 4 hours chart, we can see there is a doji here. And with this doji formation, okay, so this is if you guys look at it, you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder formation. This is also expected in my weekly Forex forecast on Gbpjpy. There is a doji formation, and this is a liquidity candle as well. Look at here, it's showing, yeah, it's showing as liquidity candle. So for me, I think that you can see in this zone, there is a potential inverted head and shoulder formation. And with the inverted head and shoulder formation on GJ, expecting for this market to bounce back up and then to create a new higher high. So looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see that I'm dropping down to the daily day trading perspective, the lower time frame. And with this drop on Gbpjpy, pretty smart movement here. Okay, so here also I will be waiting for the price to, if you guys look at here, you can see this is a significant level of support, pretty strong support level on Gbpjpy. So here we can see the market has made pretty big move. If we look at the 1 hour chart, we can see there is a liquidity candle formation here, pretty big bounce. Let's look at the Fibonacci from starting of the move to the end of the move. Okay, so if we look at the Fibonacci, this is the 38.2%, which is here. Okay, so with that in mind, all right, what we can see here on Fibonacci perspective, we might see that GJ is coming back down here. And with that in mind, okay, so what we can see here, this is a pretty important level of liquidity candle formation. And with that liquidity candle formation, Okay, with this liquidity candle formation on the 15th, it's a very strong impulsive move here on GJ, expecting for a deeper pullback on here. We might see that the market, this is a resistance here, which is turning support here, and wanting to see that GJ coming down here. Okay, so we can expect on GJ for the price to break and then to trend in that direction. So we'll be waiting for Gbpusd to come down for a deeper pullback, and then we can look for any kind of entry opportunity in the meantime. Yeah, thank you very much. Take a look at Euro NZD. So GJ will be waiting for, so this is the level, this is the intraday support level on Gbpusd. Okay, now let me write that down. So this is an intraday support on Gbpusd. Okay, so with that intraday support, okay, so from that intraday support, we will be waiting for the price to have a bounce. And yeah, this is what we will be waiting for the price to come down to retest and then to have a bounce on GJ. All right, so we'll be waiting for the price to come down for a deeper pullback, and then we can look for entry. Here you can see from the 5 minutes, we saw that quite a few very strong liquidity candle formation, and we have seen that from that zone the market is in fact trending. So we need to see a BOS, all right, not bullshit, break of structure. A break of structure is very important because when we look at when we can find the break of structure, this is where we can see the market really in a very good position for buying or selling. Right, we will be going to that point. Dollar yen, we'll look at a bit up. So GJ will be looking at that point. If we look at gold here, now we can see gold is started to drop in the direction here. So there is a 30 minutes, there is a middleman formation, 1 hour bearish, 4 hour. So the way gold is moving, I think gold might, yeah, so you can see it's in fact heading in that direction that we expected. If we need to find an entry after a liquidity candle formation or after a false breakout or breakdown. And I believe the traders, you are enjoying this live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you give a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content we are posting every single day. So GJ, it's bouncing. Gold, it's breaking below, but we need to see that entry point. What's happening with the dollar pairs? Okay, so there is a 4 hour closing. We see the euro dollar. There's a gap opening on euro USD. So what you can see here on euro dollar, a pretty strong bounce. As you can see, this is a very important level of support on Euro USD. Okay, so let's see if there is anything that we can look at the moment on euro dollar. We see the market is in a strong uptrend. We have seen that there was a massive gap opening and then bounce pullback. We can see the market is trending in that direction. From the 4 hour, again, we see there is a pretty good amount of liquidity candle. So euro dollar, I wouldn't look at the moment. We see it's at the top. Let's see again GJ, and so we'll be waiting for entry. On gold, we can see that pretty strongly bearish. We'll wait for on gold to see where the market is heading, and based on that we can look for entry opportunity. And in the meantime, if you guys are excited, make sure you smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And also looking at other aspect of trading. So trading, as you know, the trading is all about probability, risk management, and technical side. Also, there is a fundamental aspect in trading. Do you consider the fundamental when you open position? NASDAQ, gold drop. Gold, we can see there is a bearish pattern at the moment. As we discussed, we will be waiting for break of structure. Now, break of structure is very important. Let's draw the resistance potential. Okay, so if we look at the break of structure, which is also very important, if you guys remember. Now, break of structure is important because when you look at when you look at the trading, we need to look at the overall the structure, which is very important. And break of structure is important because when we see the break of structure, we basically see the momentum in the market. Why it is so important to look at the break of structure? Is because when we see the break of structure, the market gains momentum. NASDAQ, yeah, welcome. And this is also the missing piece, because most trader, try to trade with the trend, buying from the higher high or buying from the swing low, just to see that the market has come down, hit the stop loss, and then moved in that direction. But as a matter of fact, the real move happened after a break of structure. Why it is so important? Because when there is a break of structure, there is a fuel in the market, and the liquidity is the fuel of the market. So when you see the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, which is pretty important. Okay, here, this is the 5-minute chart. We have seen that pretty strong triangular pattern here. Okay, this is a very important triangular pattern on gold. And with this triangular pattern, we have seen that breakdown. Would like to see a retest, and then we can look for any entry again coming up. Okay, here is the triangular pattern. Okay, so we'd like to see, it's basically almost there, almost there. Need to find the entry, guys. Need to find the entry. Okay, so while we are looking for an entry, I would like to also ask you guys where, let's get a bit of introduction, where you let us know which country you are from and how long you are trading. That's your experience in trading is also important to know while we are waiting for an entry opportunity. And in the meantime, you can join the free Telegram channel, link given in the live chat. So potential resistance. Okay, and Turkey, Ismail Iman, Turkey. Okay, so where you are from and what's your how long you are trading, let us know to get more understanding, and also share your trading experience to see in fact what do you think about trading and all of them. All right, so gold, we can see there is a red candle formation. Pretty strong red candle formation. We'll wait for further confirmation. We see there is a pretty strong bearish pressure in that area. And in the meantime, if you guys and girls are here, make sure you smash the like button. 20 years, Smile has 20 years, are you sure? So pretty. Okay, so 20 years, that's a huge experience. So you started trading in 2004. Anyone here has that much? I don't have that. I'm trading for 10 years now, but it's almost double. That's a pretty big experience. So that's pretty good to hear that. I think no one here more experienced than you. Okay, now, okay, here is what you can see, that stop here. So what's happening with the GJ? GJ is just pumping. I was waiting for a break of a structure on Gbpusd as well, but what you can see that the market is not, breaking below, which is important to see that it's breaking and then bouncing back up. Let's keep eye on gold and Gbpusd. Both are trending. The first day of trading is very important. Now, one very important aspect of trading is that it's not only the experience, but also learning from the experience. If a trader do the paper trading or demo trading for, let's say, 10 years, but if a trader do the live trading for a year or maybe even 6 months, definitely the one with the live trading will be better learner or better equipped than the one who is doing a demo trading for 10 years. Definitely the reason is trading is hard because of the emotion coming along with trading, not for anything else. So when you trade on the real money, I don't recommend to start with a big account. With the when you start trading, always start with a smaller account, and then once you learn, once you're confident, then you can slowly build up your account. Okay, so it's pretty important that you understand how trading works, especially in the beginning. Every trader face difficulty to be profitable, but over time, once you learn and grow as a trader, it becomes much easier for you to do that. Okay, guys. So you're waiting here. This is series of lower high formation. Would like to see that the market is heading. Grabbing that liquidity. It was an FP candle here. Wait for confirmation and then you will be jumping on the trade. Friends, 2 months. Philo. Okay, so Flow is trading for 2 months from French. Okay, 2 months is pretty young in trading. It's a complete beginner. And when you are a complete beginner, it's important that also look at all the pitfalls. Beginner as a trader is hard because the first thing that every beginner trader makes mistake is blowing up the account, right? Anyone here who has blown a trading account? If you don't mind, do you want to share? I know that people want to talk about making a lot of money, but also it's important that also you understand that it's a part of the game of trading. But you can learn from it. Are you in a gold trade, coach? Not yet. I'm waiting for an entry. We want to see the pullback. It's still there. Once you'll see that the entry opportunity. Marwa Rafiq, 1 month. Okay, so they're pretty young. 1 month means that you just started. Yeah, this is what I was, discussing about. So the number one point that every beginner need to understand. Yes, I have blown my account. Okay, so Mohsin has blown his account. Anyone has blown your account in trading. So anyone has that didn't blow or you have blown, you can share your experience. Let's see. Or even you can say how many accounts has blown. Sometimes it will give you more of understanding actually how trading works and how you can take your trading to the next level, and what are the important factors that you need to consider when you are trading and how you can avoid that. Yes, 4 accounts. Okay, so Pamela has blown 4 accounts. Okay, I'm trading for about 10 years but regular for 6 years. So Georgial has a pretty big experience. That's pretty impressive. Okay, I can share your experience. So especially when it comes down to trading, now blowing account is firstly not understanding how trading works. Trying to get rich overnight is the main reason why we blow account. I only 1 account, but I'm working on ensure not to blow any other account. So that's a pretty. So how are you ensuring that you are not blowing your account? What are the steps that you are taking? You can share your. Or I've blown in the period about 5 accounts. The biggest one is 10,000 euros. Okay. Yeah. So that's this is a part of trading, right? When I begin, I have blown countless accounts. I remember some of the accounts that I have blown 3K, one was 5k, 3k, one was 25k, the biggest one was 90k. Okay, and that's where I learned how to manage the trade, risk management, patience here. So okay, 5k, 3k, 25k, 90k. Now these are, I remember some of them, I can't. But when did I, when have I stopped blowing my account? That's the key points, right? When have I stopped blowing my trading account? Okay, what made me to stop? So what I'm going to share with you in this video, guys. I have blown, but at the same time, when did I stop? Where, what made me to pause? Let's look at that point. Okay, so this will definitely be helpful to you. Make sure, guys and girls, you stick till the end of this session. I will be discussing in depth on what caused me not to blow and what are the techniques that you can apply, or what you need to do, or who you want to be, you need to be to get to that point where you gain. So because trading is pretty simple, guys, keep in mind that trading is not hard. It's pretty simple. But what you need to do is to understand how it works. All right, so this is what we will be looking at in depth. I'm waiting for a break of structure on Gbpusd and on gold. Now gold, we see that a bit of pullback to the upside here. Okay, so you can see that there is a pullback towards the upside on gold. So resistance line. Okay, here is waiting for potential entry. Okay. When I have started trading back in 2014, I didn't have any information about trading. I have no clue. The only way I have learned how to trade by making mistakes and learning from them. Yes, exactly. This is the time when I begin also. I know that there wasn't much information. I had to go through the same process that you guys have discussed. So yeah, this is true. Nowadays, there is a lot to learn. There's a lot of free lessons. There's a lot of things that you can learn now. By the time I have begun my trading, during that time period, there wasn't much information, and the only way to learn is from the mistake. But sometimes some mistakes cost a lot, isn't it? So this is what sometimes happen. The mistakes happen, and then it sometimes cost a lot. So here is let's see what's happening here. So there is a potential for bearish. Okay, so here I will be opening a trade with sell stop, not buy market. So keep in mind that it's the pending order that we will be placing. and I'll be targeting here 321. So the sell stop will be here. So sell stop will be 2371.94. Stop loss will be at 2373.52. 321 reward to risk. It's very important that as you keep in mind that you just do proper risk management, which is very important when you are trading. Short pending order 2371.94 is my entry. Stop loss 2373.52. TP target at 2367.06. So 321. It's a sell stop. Pretty So I placed the pending order, sell stop on gold at 2371.94. Stop loss above this high 2373.52. So there will be around not a big. So I got triggered. I got triggered on my trade on gold. We are short. I'm little in profit. Just started in real account. I haven't blown yet. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Very good burn. Okay, we saw the gap opening. Now this gap opening in the 5 minutes, expecting it to give us some advantage. Let's see what's happened. I'm short on gold currently at entry. All right, guys. So I will be taking just a 1 minute break. Let the market run. Okay, guys. So we are short on gold, and with that trade, expecting it to drop down further. See where it is heading, and see that there is a gap opening. So as there is a gap opening, wanting to see that the market is breaking below to this support level. All right, guys. So let's look at that. Pretty important. We are short. If you guys look at, wanna see that it's giving us a good profit on this trade. Trading is all about that, as I mentioned, a couple of things that we need to align: probability, risk reward, risk management, and then trading with the trend, right? Trading with the trend is like going with the flow. As a trader, it's very important that you understand also the importance of trading with the trend, which is very important. Let's see here. um this is the 5 minutes candle forming kind of dodgy. Qantas is breaking in that direction. Come on, wanna break, wanna bounce. Okay, so looking at 15 minutes, what I see that on the 15 minutes, it's if we see this candle closing here like that, it's for me also the potentially bearish, but see where the market might be heading. So again, we are short on gold, pretty much on the little bit in profit. So now looking at the 1 minute chart, guys, to see what's happening here on the 1 minute. So 1 minute chart, and want to see that it's trending in the direction. Pretty important that we see that basically gold is trending in the direction. Okay, so here is, If you guys look at it, you can see this is a pretty important candlestick pattern is forming. So very tight stop loss though, only around 15-16 pips stop loss. It is not breaking below, then probably it might grab more liquidity here. Okay, so here is we look at the 4 hour. The candle closed and 5 minutes. Probably we need to push one more peep to the upside, the stop loss. Might go ahead and retest this level again. So if we look at here, so resistance at 2373.52. I will be pushing my stop loss to 2373.62, just to give it a bit of room to breathe. So I move my stop loss to 2373.62 instead of 52, just to give a bit of breathing room for breathing. So we might see that bounce. So I move my stop loss to 62. It might try to grab liquidity from here. It's a very tight stop loss, as you can see. Sometimes it's such a it's now 17 pips stop loss. So from 1 minute, if we look at the 1 minute, this is the resistance that I'm expecting it might go and retest and then drop. See, when so if we look at the 1 minute chart, it's a pretty tight stop loss. If it managed to break below, you should be able to see the downside. You guys with me? Okay, now here is it's breaking out. Most likely we'll see that break of this level, and if you're lucky enough we could see that downside, or ultimately we might see break and then could see that rejection. But at the moment we'll see. I will not move the stop loss further. If I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out. I have a very tight risk management, only risk 1% per trade. So if I am right, I will be able to cover from the trade, all of them. Okay, so here is doji, pretty stopped out. Stopped out on that. Okay, so your gold 17 people we lost. Okay, wait for the next opportunity. Pretty very unlucky. We saw that break and then grab the liquidity and then has got a bounce. So if we look at the 15 minutes, then move in that direction. Pretty weird price action. We might see that retest and ultimately break below. Let's see that where it's heading again. Okay. Now, there is a gap here and we might see the market is going to that gap. To fill that gap, okay, there is an, you can see there's an invert, potential inverted head and shoulder. And it's a 1 minute chart. This is the 5 minutes price action. As you can see, what I think that it's a pure liquidity trigger, and it might grab more liquidity, and ultimately what I think that we might see that remaining bearish again. But if we go to that, let's see how this trend is ending on the 1 minute chart. So there is a just a couple of pips here that we saw the liquidity trigger. We need to wait a bit more time to see the proper entry. Okay, Gbpusd managed to come down for a deeper pullback. If you look at the 1 minute, it's just 15 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes candle closed with a strong red candle. Now, question is either gold is going up to grab more liquidity or trending again in that direction, because this is in fact, this break to the upside is also a very strong liquidity trigger here. And my bias is still downside. So if the 15 minutes closing like that as a long week candle, we saw back-to-back two liquidity trigger. I would like to say the couple of pips here. We saw that that is stop loss. So I would like to open sell again on gold and to the here to the support level. We see there is a strong drop, but I will be keeping it by market at the moment. It's a very with the same lot and everything. Stop loss will be above this high, and TP target will be 3 to 1 again. I'm short on gold again from this level. So there is only here 16 pips stop loss. Again 3 to 1. So if you are running the previous trade in case, then I wouldn't recommend to add position, but it's just the way. So you can see that here. Okay, so I will be explaining later in depth of what I think that gold might be doing. What is the strategy behind? We see that this is a falling market, and we saw back-to-back two. There is a doji, there is a red bearish candle. Now this green candle, even if it is closing as a narrower candle, we can think of further potential bearish. So here is quite a few. If you look at the 5 minutes, if this one is again breaking, trending, that's will be pretty pretty unpredictable. But at the moment, I'm expecting it to trend to the downside. My TP target is 2366. We see there is a 1 minute there is a head and shoulder on the 1 minute as well. I would like to see that this candle closing as a narrow doji. Okay, so if it is closing as a narrow doji, then the bias we should see downside. So the stop loss we can put it my stop loss at 2374.28. So here stop loss at 2374.28. As you can see, all my trade that I open with a very tight stop loss. So make sure traders you maintain that, because when you put a tight stop loss, it's always better. You see that with a very smaller move, we can gain better profit, and also risk is low. It's easy to manage the risk in case you are opening any fixed lot. You are not losing big. And if it managed to break below, I would like to hold the trade for bigger profit. Okay, so we need to cover the previous trade if we see the market is moving in our favor. So the TP target here to almost 68 pip TP target. Pretty unusual movement here. Okay, we can see that this is a pretty strong bearish price action. For me, we'll see that unless it's gonna grab more liquidity, you won't be able to do that. But I would like to see that the market basically showing that pattern here. So this is a liquidity grab, head and shoulder. Short again on gold, running the trade. Pretty strong bearish price action. Expecting it to trend in that direction unless big boys are hungry for more liquidity. And at the same time, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up to the live session and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Demo trade 15 months. Okay, just can't control my emotion. Yeah, which is pretty normal not to be able to control the emotion. We'll be discussing on that. I've been steadily investing. Okay, thank you. This candle right close 5 minutes. When it come down to the controlling the emotion, that I would say that even not trying to control is better. Okay, so let the emotion to flow through, because emotion will come with trading, and it's always best idea is to trade with the trend and then doing the risk management and let the market play out. We'll be also understanding how we can do that from the trading psychology perspective. So here is what we can see. The 15 minutes. Okay, pretty important. You can see that head and shoulder. So pretty, this is a head, left shoulder and the right shoulder. And this is what I'm expecting for the price to trend in that direction. Running couple of pip profits. Thank you for joining the live session, guys. Your support is appreciated. Thank you. Running on gold. Rather, I would, I record with percentage, because, in fact, better to keep it on percentage rather than on pip. I know that some of you record as a pip, but in my journal, I record as percentage because pip doesn't make any sense to me. You can risk 1% on 5 pip. You can risk 1% on 50 pip. Pip doesn't carry any value in case, in fact, isn't it? So better to look at the percentage gain or loss. It's the old school system, the pip. Though I keep an account, but it's always a good idea is to look at the percentage gain or loss. So that's how you can get the real information with the real trading. So you see that gold, the second trade running in, I want to hold it a bit bigger profit target so that we can see, we can cover the previous trade. That's how trading is. When you are right, you have to hold on to it for the bigger one so that you can cover anything that was not in your favor. Free for me. Thank you. Price down 5 minutes. Close green candle. 5 minutes. Thank you. Two candle here. Welcome. Currently in gold zone Friday. Thank you. Can I enter you? Welcome. Thank you very much. Can I sell gold? Do you have a lot of gold? You can sell then. We are on short on gold and expecting it to, um, break below to the downside. Let's see how far it is going at the moment. All right. So here is 15 minutes. The important bearish price action. Want to see that trending. Want to see the jumping. So we're holding it for a bit of bigger profit. Guys, so want to see trending in the direction. Okay, want to see that it's breaking below. So far we see so far bearish. Series of lower high. Pretty significant trading up. If you guys are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. And also, if you want to join us in the academy, if you want to learn and grow as a trader with me, also you can join today in the mentorship program. We have few spots to take on mentorship in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com. So this is the website where you can visit the website, click find out more, where you can learn and grow as a trader. So once you visit the website, click join now button where you can learn and grow as a trader with me. I would recommend you to join the lifetime access if you want to get access to everything that we have in the academy. Pretty bearish. Very weird structure here is formed. Are you guys with me? So we are running on. Especially the 15 minutes closing. That's what I wanted to see, that it's a very strong bearish, so that you can see a couple of 2 or 3 candle downside will give us the full TP hit. Price 7237.2.63. So this is the trade 3 to 1. Pretty strong. We can see the structure is still bearish here. A long bearish price action here. Okay, we can see that long bearish candle with a long wick at the bottom. Expecting it to remain bearish. You guys with me? So we are running the same trade. $16p profit running, which is nearly 1%. If you traders are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Okay, so you see the downside. We need one more push down to this support 2366 level. Expecting it to drop further to the support level. All right, so one more push down. Nearly to 2%. I'm gain up nearly to 2%. I would like to hold it for full 3%. Nearly above 2%. $32 pip, just nearly to 2%. Depending on you, if you think, because this in this session we had a trade that was we now more profit than the previous trade, so it's your choice how you will be managing. I'm still holding it. I'll take it to 3%. We are nearly to of much. We are nearly to 2%. Okay, so 1 minute, we can see that from the lower time frame, the price action, in a way we can secure this trade, I think, because let me see, because you don't wanna, it's a good trade at the moment, pretty good profit running nearly to 2%. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna secure this trade, guys. At the moment it's pretty 1.8% running with me. Close this trade. I close this. So I'm sure I've closed to it 1.8% on gold. So the previous trade we minus 1%. This trade we are plus 1.8. So basically we are 0.8% gain. Trade 2. So net gain this session 0.8% net gain. Okay, so we are still positive on this session. Let me know, guys, how have you done that? What's the situation with your trade on that? The reason I closed is because we had a previous trade didn't work out, so I want to make sure that we are up on the session. We can open another trade, but it's better to stay with that one. It's pretty good move. We might see potential spike that I don't want to go out of that. So I'm out of the trade with 1.8%. I'd like to hear from all of you guys. How have you managed the trade with you? Believe in thank you. Gbpusd resistance level, search check. Okay, so Gbpusd on resistance. So let's look at now on Gbpusd. So let's see what kind of opportunity we have on GJ. Now looking at the daily chart. Okay, so let's see. Let's delete that part here. And looking at this is the monthly chart on GJ. Are you guys with me? So I first would like to know that how have you managed that trade currently? Okay, guys. So okay. Now GJ, let's see where it is. Okay, so Baron, okay, welcome, thank you. So looking at the monthly chart, what we can see that from the monthly on GBP this is a pretty strong bullish market structure on GJ. Now looking at the weekly chart, what we can see that from the weekly also this is a pretty important, this is a very strong bullish market structure followed by a correction, and we can see the market is trending again. Now looking at the daily chart, what we can see that there is a daily bullish engulfer. We can see that long wick on both sides on the daily, expecting GJ to trend in that direction. Looking at the 4 hour, what you can see that there is a doji, pretty important doji here, and from the doji we have seen that there is a bounce. Now with that bounce, what we can expect on GJ for the price to keep pushing high. So let's see the 15-minute chart to see how the market might be doing. Now this is the 15 minutes price action on GJ. What you can see that this is a pretty strongly bullish market structure. Some of the levels, Gbpusd actually didn't come to my level. I was expecting it to come back to 205.85, but it didn't reach that. So I'm waiting for GJ for a break of structure, which is pretty important to see that for any kind of entry on Gbpusd. As soon as you will find that, we'll be looking for, it's a bull market, so I will be looking for bullish entry on GJ. I hope that makes sense. And in the meantime, definitely I appreciate your support to the channel, guys and girls. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, you can do that. And this weekend, every day, I post a lot of content. Definitely that will help you in your growth as a trader. So with that said, we had a successful session. We gained positive 1.8% in this trade, and I would like to keep pushing that way every single day, trading live together. And thank you for that. I will see you again trading live together in the next session. Until that, stay well, stay happy.